I never thought I'd be the kind of mom who'd have to choose between her family and her child. I always thought love was something unconditional, something that didn't come with rules or boundaries or we'll see how she turns out. But that's exactly what I faced last Christmas, a choice that still haunts me every single night. My daughter, Emily, is 16. She's always been the kind of kid who feels everything too deeply. Sensitive, kind-hearted, a little withdrawn since she was young. Her dad left when she was 7, and since then it's just been the two of us figuring out life together. She's not loud or popular like my sister's kids, but she's smart, creative in that quiet, artistic way. She writes, draws, spends too much time in her room, but she's not a bad kid. Never has been. Last year, she came out to me as bisexual. I didn't even flinch. I just hugged her. I told her I loved her, that nothing she told me could change that. She cried into my shoulder for a long time, and I thought that would be the end of it. But it wasn't. It was only the beginning of something I couldn't have prepared for. My family, my mom, my sister, my brother, we've always done Christmas together. It's a big deal. My mom's house turns into a Hallmark movie. Everyone brings food, the kids open gifts, my mom plays old Elvis Christmas songs. It's always been tradition. Even when times were rough, we made sure to be there. So when my mom called me in mid-December and asked if I was bringing the two of us, I didn't think much of it. I said, of course, me and Emily. There was a long silence. Then she said, maybe it's better if Emily stays home this year. I thought I misheard her. I laughed, waiting for the punchline, but none came. I asked her what she meant. She said, you know your brother's kids are at that impressionable age and Emily's choices might confuse them. I could feel my throat close up. I asked her if she was being serious. She said she wasn't judging, she just wanted to keep things peaceful. I hung up on her. Then came the text from my sister, telling me not to overreact, that mom didn't mean harm, that it was just one Christmas. My brother sent a message too, saying he loved Emily, but you can't expect everyone to understand that stuff. That stuff. Like my daughter's existence was a political debate instead of a human being. I didn't tell Emily at first. I just said maybe we'd do something different this year. She looked at me and said, they don't want me there, do they? I swear my heart cracked right down the middle. She smiled, that small sad kind of smile teenagers have when they pretend something doesn't hurt. She said, it's okay, Mom. You should go. I'll be fine. But I couldn't go without her. I refused to. I told her we'd have our own Christmas, just us two. She nodded, but I could tell she didn't believe it would feel like Christmas at all. Then, a few days before Christmas Eve, my boss called. One of our clients had an emergency that required me to come in for a few hours that night. I didn't want to leave Emily, but she told me to go. It's fine, Mom, she said. I'll just watch movies. You'll be back before midnight. So I went. When I came home that night, the house was dark. The lights were still up, the little fake tree she'd decorated was on, but the couch was empty. I found her upstairs, asleep, still wearing her Christmas pajamas. She'd set the table for two, with cookies and hot chocolate waiting. But everything was cold. Christmas morning came, and she didn't want to open her gifts. She just sat there, scrolling on her phone, trying to act like she didn't care. I tried to make it special, pancakes, music, her favorite movie, but she barely spoke. Later that afternoon, my mom called to check in. She said, you could still come over, honey. We'll make you a plate. I told her I wasn't coming. She said I was being dramatic. I said she'd made my daughter feel like she didn't belong. She told me I was ruining the family. That's when something in me snapped. I told her, no, Mom, you did that. You made your granddaughter feel like she was unworthy of love. And I hung up again. That was the last time I spoke to my mom. My sister tried reaching out a few weeks later, saying Mom missed us and wanted to move past it. But the thing is, you can't just move past something like that. You don't unhear someone telling you your child isn't welcome. You don't forget the silence in your daughter's eyes when she realizes her own family has rejected her. The weeks after Christmas were heavy. Emily barely spoke. She'd come home from school, go straight to her room. I heard her crying once and stood outside her door, frozen, wondering if she'd ever forgive me for not protecting her from all this. Then one night, out of nowhere, she came downstairs and sat next to me. She said, "Mom, I know you didn't mean for it to happen, but it still hurts." And I just started crying. I told her I was sorry, over and over, that I'd never let anyone make her feel like that again. She just hugged me. I think about that moment a lot. The way she held me when I should have been the one comforting her. That's when I realized something. Family isn't about blood. It's about who shows up for you, who loves you when it's inconvenient, who stands next to you when the world turns away. So this year, we're doing Christmas differently. No big family gathering. No fake apologies. No pretending things are fine. We're flying to a little cabin up north. Just me, her, and maybe a small tree we'll decorate ourselves. I still ache for what we lost, the family I thought we had. But when I see Emily smile again, really smile, I know we didn't lose everything. We just shed the parts that were never real to begin with. Sometimes I still wonder if my mom regrets it. If she sits in her perfect house with her perfect decorations and thinks about the granddaughter she hasn't seen in a year. I wonder if she misses Emily's laughter or the way she used to draw cards for everyone. But then I think, maybe that's her loss, not ours. Because last year, my daughter spent Christmas alone in an empty house, but this year, she won't. She'll have me, fully, completely, without apology or hesitation. And if that means losing everyone else, then so be it. Because no family worth having would ever make a child feel unwanted. And no mother worth being would ever let it happen twice.